The following program is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable and the Madison County School System. This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, ProSigns, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
MCS TV and Madison County School Sports.com present your look at local school sports. Oh, there you go, you got time. Go right. Taylor goes up and under. Nice glove. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Welcome back to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. I'm Samantha Burford, here with our Madison Central head coach of the bowling team, Mark Harrison. Mark, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're quite welcome. We're at Jack Burford Chevrolet today. They're our official sponsor of our coaches show. So we've got our own little setup today. So we appreciate you taking this Saturday to be with us.
I appreciate Jack Burford Chevrolet for having me here today.
Now, a lot of people are unfamiliar with bowling.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just educate everybody, including myself, about some of the bowling terms, some of your, where do you practice? I think most people probably know that, but let's start there.
We practice at the Galaxy Bowling Alley here in Richmond. It's run by Raymond White. I'd like to have a big shout out for them. They really are good to us. They work with us.
Yeah.
They've been fantastic with us for 3 years now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, how long have you been the bowling coach at Central?
3 years.
Okay, so it works out perfectly. That's exactly what you said. Now, do you guys practice every week? When's your season?
Yes, we practice twice a week. We practice Mondays and Tuesdays for 2 hours a day there. And our season, we start practice in August, and our season starts in October and runs through February. And we have a regional tournament, which was in Danville this past year. This year will be hosted here in Richmond. Lee County, I believe, is going to be hosting the tournament, and they're going to do it here at the Galaxy. And
so it's great for you guys. Get some.
Yeah, we don't have to travel as much this year.
Yeah. So now, how many? It's called matches, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many matches will you all play in a season?
Well, we did 21 this past year.
So that's a lot.
Yeah, we did a lot of traveling with great parents. We had some good fundraisers, and we were able to travel a little bit, yes.
What kind of fundraisers do you guys?
Well, you name it, from selling candy bars to working concession stands.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? You guys.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, because, some of the, I don't want to call them smaller sports because they're definitely not smaller, but you guys don't take in the, you don't have the attendance at some of your matches, like football or basketball,
Right, we don't charge for our, people
to come in to watch
right.
you guys ball.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Well, I guess you probably could. That might help.
We have.
That might help. What? $5, something like that.
Something, yeah.
I'd say the parents spend enough money that
a big shout out to my parents for their hard work and their fundraising.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
their
effort.
support for our program has been tremendous.
Yeah. So now tell us this. Do you have a girls team and a boys team? Do you combine them? What do you do?
Yes, we have a girls team and a boys team.
Now how many people do you guys have on the team?
We're allowed 15 per team.
Oh, okay. So I guess fill us in on some of the players. Did you have a lot of seniors this year?
I had 3 seniors, Brittany Scott, Josh Maynard, and Grant Willoughby.
Okay.
Great kids, great citizens, great student athletes.
And I'm sure it's like any other high school athletic sport. Did you, start them out and they've become leaders of the team? And
Yeah, some of them. Josh Maynard is a natural born leader for our bowling program, and Grant and Brittany, they were just fantastic. They just picked it up and went right ahead and led their part.
Right. Now I'm sure you've had have they been bowling since they were little, or did you have anybody on your teams that just took to it just like that and said, hey, I'm going to start out bowling?
Brittany hasn't been bowling for a while, but she kind of picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Grant and Josh had bowled a little bit, but then once they got into it, they really became proficient bowlers.
Well, that's good. So now tell us about, are there any matches that you guys had in the past season that really stand out, that you guys may have come from behind or?
Well, one that really sticks in my mind is in the regional tournament.
Okay.
In our Bakers matches. It's the best of 5. We jumped out on Fleming County, a really great bowling camp,
That's where I'm from.
They're awesome. They're really tough. And we jumped out on them 2-0. And we just needed one more victory to advance on into the region. And we just didn't get there. They came back and won 3 straight on us. They beat us by 12 pins the last game.
So that's a heartbreaker.
Yes. Yes.
Disappointing.
Yes. But I was still very, very proud of the way the kids, their emotion, their spirit, their competitiveness, they really got out there and competed.
Well, give us another story that might have a better ending. Do you have any that you know?
Our senior night was absolutely fantastic. We bowled against Clark County. Madison County Sports Television was there.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it. The seniors enjoyed it. Everybody, the parents, the opposing team, everybody enjoyed it. And it was a fun night. It really was.
Yeah, that's always exciting. Coach, if you don't mind, we're going to take a quick commercial break, really brief, and when we come back, we'll get into more bowling stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll be right back, right after this.
This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, ProSigns, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications. The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Welcome back to MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. I'm Samantha Burford here with Coach Mark Harrison of the Madison Central bowling team. As he said, Mark's been their head bowling coach for 3 years now. Let's keep educating everyone on some of the bowling terms. Now, I know you guys, we talked in the commercial break a little about, your matches, but you also do something else. Educate us on that.
Yeah, our matches, we have 3 regular single games where I use my A team and a B team. They bowl those, and we do combined the total pins, and then we also drop the lowest score, and then that's how we determine who wins.
Okay. Now, when you say A team and B team, is that like in football or basketball terms? Would that be like a varsity and a JV?
Correct.
Okay.
We have varsity and JV. Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
got it.
And then we have what's called Baker matches, which is really unique in bowling. We have 5 different bowlers, and each bowler bowls 2 separate frames. And we just add up the total of that, and it brings out the winners between, the two Bakers teams.
So which do your bowlers prefer? Which?
I think they prefer the single matches, but they really get into the Bakers matches because it's more of a team event, and everybody counts on everybody else.
Okay.
So,
So it's a little more
to
team
compete.
involvement.
Oh, very much so.
Instead of individual.
Yeah, and it's really exciting. They all get up and they shout and clap and encourage each other, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that's good. And is it more fun for you?
I love it. I do. It's a lot of fun to see the competitiveness of the children.
Yeah.
And the student athlete comes out in them. And the parents are fantastic. They hoot and holler and get up and walk around, and they're just,
Yeah. It's kind of like I have my oldest swim, so it's kind of like a relay, I guess, when they swim relays, because everybody gets involved and they're all cheering and hollering.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I compare it to. Let's talk a little bit about your season as well. What was your record and how was your season?
Our record this year was 10-11.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not your best season, or was it out
Well,
of the 3 years you've been doing?
It's probably our better season.
Okay,
since
got
we've
it.
here, because it is a new sport for us, and I'm really looking for some young kids in high school to come out and bowl and help us out. If you don't know about it, give us a call at school. Contact me, Mark Harrison, Coach Harrison, and they will get the right people involved, and we'll get you out there and we'll get you bowling.
Yeah, because
have
they
some
could
fun.
start when they're a freshman even, and just
Correct.
keep training.
Absolutely.
Practice makes perfect. So that's good. You need to recruit some. Now, what about middle schoolers? What age do they typically start?
They can start in the 6th grade. I want to start a developmental league for them and to help build them up, because that's where a good program would start.
Okay.
Like even in basketball, you have to start out, with the middle school and build that up. Same thing with football. You use the middle schools as a stepping stone to get
Right.
up into,
Right.
the high school level.
Did you
the
have any
varsity.
middle schoolers on your team this year?
Yes, I did. He's grandfathered in. His name's Dalen White. He's a fantastic young man. Y'all watch out for him, because he's going to be an up-and-coming great superstar bowler.
Natural.
Yes, he is a natural.
And what year is he?
He's an 8th grader. He'll be an 8th grader this
He'll
year.
be in the 8th grade next year. So he's going to be one of your stars, you think?
He already is. If he keeps and continues up the way he's going, he loves to practice. He loves to bowl. He's a bowling alley rat. He's out there daily practicing.
Just short to the left, and now Dalen White, the 7th grader, gets to spin. Another strike for him. Second strike of the night.
Well, I was going to ask that. Now, you guys, your season's over right now. What do they continue to practice year round? Do they have other leagues that these kids play in? And
Yeah, they can continue to practice on their own, except for during the dead period.
Oh, okay.
Same as any other sport.
Right.
It's in July or June, I believe it is. And, they can go out there and bowl by themselves. They can bowl 3 games. And the Galaxy gives them a break. I think it's about $1.50 a game.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
They've been really take good care of you guys.
Yes, they
Galaxy.
have. A big shout out to the Galaxy and Raymond White and them, because they are been really good to us.
And that is nice that you have somewhere local, that you don't have to travel to Lexington to practice or somewhere like that. It's fantastic that it's here for you guys.
Yeah, it's good that we have this here. But we do travel for our matches. We go to Corbin. We've been to Lee County. We've been to Lexington, to Bryan Station in Henry Clay. We've been quite a few places to bowl. And
So you guys travel a lot.
yeah, our region is really kind of scattered out. It goes from anywhere from Corbin to Fleming County.
Yeah.
And it's a big region, and I would hope the KHSAA would kind of realign it a little bit because
So change up the regions.
yeah, change it up a little bit,
You think
make it a
you
little bit
guys
more
are too-
geographical located.
What's the furthest you guys have to drive? About an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Corbin, Fleming County,
Yeah.
places like that. We've even gone to Louisville to bowl in some tournaments up there. We've been to Campbell County to bowl in some tournaments up in there.
Yeah. What about Christmas? Do you guys travel quite a bit at Christmas? Are there a bunch of tournaments?
Yeah, we travel a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, and we host tournaments. This past December, I think I hosted 2 matches here at home, and then we traveled quite a bit too. Yeah.
Right. I just was curious because, with region, they're different in almost about every athletic event as far as high school goes. So I guess we need to get a shout out to the KHSAA and say, let's try to get the regions changed up.
Well, we could get a little bit more geographically, centered for us. It'd save everybody some money on traveling because buses cost some money.
They do. You got to pay for the gas, the driver, the bus.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys do have to raise a lot of money, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What else do we need to talk about with bowling?
It's a great sport for young people, and I want to say thank you to KHSAA for this, because if these kids wasn't out there bowling, what else would they be doing? Sitting at home playing video games or something like that. But
keeps them out of trouble.
Keeps them out of trouble, absolutely.
Lots of practice.
Lots of practice,
Makes
a lot
some
of fun.
good friends too.
Absolutely, they make
Probably
good friends with each
life.
other, and absolutely, friends for life.
Now, do you have any that aspire to keep going and playing in college?
Josh Maynard and Grant Willoughby, they were talked to. I had University of Cumberland's College come up and made a visit, and they talked to them and about the scholarships and their bowling facilities, and they was just kind of looking at that, but they decided that they don't want to pursue college bowling. They want to pursue their academics.
Okay.
I think Grant's going to go to UK, and Josh Maynard's going to be going to Eastern.
Yeah, well, that's great. Okay, let me ask you this question. As far as educating me and the public, those of us that just bowl for fun, is there a difference in your matches as far as length, timelines and different things like that? Do girls have a match, boys do they have a match afterwards? Do you have one on one lane, one on another going at the same time? How does that work?
Yeah, we bowl at the same time. The girls bowl on one side, and the boys have their own set of lanes.
So I guessed correctly.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. All right.
Yes.
See, I didn't know any of this.
We have 3 single matches where, like I said, we add up the total scores, and then we drop the lowest score, and that determines the winner. And then we have 2 Baker's matches where I use 5 different bowlers. Each bowler bowls 2 frames, and we drop the lowest score from that and determine who the winner is. That's a great team sport.
Right. Now, do you have anybody that's bowled an entire, strikes every time?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But there are a lot of high school teams that I check on the website, KHSAA website, that bowl 300s quite a bit. PRP, West Jesmond, in their Baker's matches a lot. Campbell County. You can go check the website and you say, wow, they bowled 200-300 Baker matches.
Wow. Who is your high scorer right now?
I'd say Dalen White.
Okay. So he's going to be good.
Yeah, he's got about a 175 average.
Yeah. That's exciting.
I'm very excited about this young man.
It's got to make you look forward to your next season. Absolutely.
Every year, I lost 3 seniors this year that I got really close to. They were really good kids, You deform a relationship there with them, and it kind of hurts to see them leave and not going to be around your program anymore.
How are you going to recruit, other than this programming? How do you go into middle schools and talk about bowling? Do you go and talk to the principals or the guidance counselors and say, we need to send some flyers out in your...
Well, that too. I'm going to be sending flyers out. I will be telling you that I do stand in the lunch line daily basis
at
Central, and I ask people would they like to be interested in getting into bowling.
Yeah.
Those type of things. Also,
you got to, right?
Absolutely.
You got to. How else?
I email Mike Reister. He's the middle school athletic director here in Madison County, and I tell him when our tryouts are to get out there and try to help us out with getting some kids interested. And
because especially if you get all the middle schools involved, like you said, and get them started young, get with all their athletic directors, have them. I know they send out emails to parents. They put it on their web pages. That's another way, you just got to keep recruiting, don't you? It's a constant battle.
Constant battle, yes.
Yeah, because start them younger and younger.
Absolutely, the younger the better, and then that way when they get up to the high school age, they know what it's all about, and they can get out there and get after it.
So what else do we have to look forward to? A good season? Have you already made the schedule for next year?
I haven't started scheduling yet. I'll start scheduling in August. Probably be bowling most of the same teams again. Lee County, Corbin, Lynn Camp, Lexington Christian, Lexington Catholic, Henry Clay and Bryan Station. Those teams, we all kind of teams that are in our region.
Right, try to keep it close.
Have to have a home and away match with them.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure, do you find that the bigger schools, like some of the Lexington schools that have more kids,
Absolutely.
more populated, are they typically your more challenging teams that you play?
Yes, a lot of these schools have had this as a club sport for over 10 years. And we're just, cutting our baby teeth. This is just our third year.
Right. So you're just beginners.
And we're just beginners, but we are very competitive.
Yeah, that's exciting. We're so thankful for you to be on our show because you've educated me and hopefully you've educated a lot more people, and keeping our fingers crossed that a lot of people will see this and say, hey, you know what? I think I might be able to do that. I enjoy bowling. And
Absolutely.
I'm going to try it. Even if they come and try it, what does that hurt, right?
It doesn't hurt a bit.
Do you have tryouts?
Absolutely, we have tryouts. And I'll be letting everybody know when the tryouts are. We typically start having tryouts. We'll do it this year in September.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Coach, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you're quite welcome. All right. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Mark Harrison, I'm Samantha Burford, and we appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more upcoming program on MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
All right, I'm Joey Chapman. We're back here at the Galaxy Bowling Center in Richmond, Kentucky. I'm here with Grant Willoughby of Madison Central. All right, Grant, so you're a soccer player, but you're doing bowling. So what got you into bowling?
I've just been bowling my life with my family, and I just thought it was fun. And I do about every other sport, so might as not just try this.
All right, so we saw you getting out there tonight. We saw you get several strikes. And so what kind of ball are you using, and how long has it taken you to get that technique?
Well, I'm using a 15-pounder. It has a core that makes it spin without putting torque on it. And what made me getting in here is, it's just fun, and I like it a lot.
Well, you're using a ball that's 10 pounds heavier than I use. And I'm sure our viewers have heard that, but we're going to compare muscle mass here, guys. He's obviously got the advantage. So when it comes to soccer, you're a senior this year. Obviously, you wrapped up the soccer season. And so how was that for you? Was it a little bit emotional?
Yeah, I used to play. I quit when I was 13 on a select team, and I just thought I might try it my senior year, just get back to it one more time. It was fun. I liked it a lot, and the coaches were cool.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this interview. That's Grant Willoughby of Madison Central. I'm Joey Chapman. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we've got another Central, Josh Maynard from Madison Central. Don't turn away, folks.
This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, ProSigns, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications.
Back live at Galaxy Bowling Center, I'm Joey Chapman here for Madison County School Sports Television. And folks, we have Josh Maynard with us right here. So Josh, why don't you tell us a little bit about your bowling career?
I've been bowling for Central since the first year we had the team, my sophomore year. And I'm glad with the progress that we've made. We've had great success, and I hope that they continue after my senior year.
All right, so as you mentioned, you're a senior this year, and it's got to be something else for you. You've played since your sophomore year, since this team has been formed, and you've seen the progress. What's it going to be like for you to cap off your career here?
It's rough, you get used to coming out here every week, bowling a couple of matches and practices, but I've been talking to EKU. They're forming up a bowling team, and I've been in talk with them and bowling for them next year.
All right, well, that sounds fantastic, folks. We're going to take another quick break. Don't turn away.
The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip.
We're back live at the Galaxy Bowling Center. I'm Joey Chapman here. And Brittany, so tell us about your experience here on the team.
Well, my first year was last year. I was a junior. It was new. I didn't even know Central had a bowling team. And so when I just saw that they had done it for a full year already, I thought it's already developed. I can step in, and it was so much fun. I recruited 5 other girls with me.
So how long have you been bowling, like just personally?
Personally, gosh, I remember being like 3 years old and I came to bowl at Galaxy. And we had to ask for the smallest bowl that they had, and you just rolled it down the field.
So how long has it taken you to develop your technique? Because like you said, you didn't know that Central had a team, and then you just decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and play.
Right.
And so obviously you got to leave that little kid kind of thing behind, using bumpers. I mean, this is near professional. So how long did it take you?
It probably took, I know at the beginning it was very hard.
Right.
Maybe hitting 5s, 6s. But then Coach Harrison taught me where you have to look at your mark and you have to throw straight. That was
All
pretty
right.
fun.
Well, so you mentioned you were in drama before the interview. And so what do you plan on doing? This is your senior year. So what do you plan on doing after you leave Central?
Well, I know that I probably either want to go to UK or Brescia. And I'm looking at law or music and theater.
All right, well, that sounds great. Thank you for being on the show. When we come back, we're going to have more bowling action. I forgot where we were there for a second.
Oh, no.
So when we come back, we're going to have more bowling action. I'm Joey Chapman. Don't turn away, folks.
This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications.
All right, and we are back at the Galaxy Bowling Center here in Richmond, Kentucky, and I am here with Coach Harrison. So, Coach, we've had 3 years with this team, and what are you feeling? I mean, how have you felt about the progress with Central?
First of all, let me thank you all for coming out. This is our 3rd year, and we have made tremendous strides in our program. A lot of other schools have had club programs for several years. We are true varsity sport our 3rd year. I'm looking for some young bowlers out there. If you're in the middle school ages, come out next year and see us. We'll get you on a team. We'll get you bowling.
All right, so obviously watching between all the lanes tonight, you definitely got to be happy with your team's performances, especially that of the 7th grader Dalen White. I believe he rolled about 6 strikes tonight, and obviously Grant Willoughby, he was throwing down strikes. I mean, it's a phenomenal performance. How do you feel about your team so far?
Well, Dalen and Grant have done great, but I'm really proud of all my team. I'm proud of all of them. They work hard. They deserve what, they've worked really hard for what they've gotten.
And so this year you're letting go of the seniors. You've only got 3, but you kind of get attached to these kids. I mean, they become a part. They're almost like family to you.
Absolutely.
So what's it going to be like for you to let these guys go and then going on after that?
Well, it's going to be tough. I tell you, these 3 people, young people here, are very impeccable, good citizens, good students, and their parents have got a lot to be proud of, and they've got bright futures.
All right, well, thanks for having us here tonight. We're definitely happy to be here. This is our first bowling game if you're just tuning in. I tell you what, the parents that have come out, it's a tremendous atmosphere, and we're really proud to be here. I'm Joey Chapman. I'm along with Coach Harrison. We got all the seniors here, Grant Willoughby, we got Brittany over here, and we got Josh Maynard. Don't turn away, folks. We're going to have more bowling action coming up.
This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications. MCS TV and Madison County School Sports.com present your look at local school sports. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right.
Goes up and under. Nice throw.
This program is sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets in Richmond, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Lexington, Tatum Enterprises, Neil Burns Fitness Center, 305 Jerry Lane, ScenicCabin.com, Richmond Tourism, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Faith Created Assembly of God Church, and Rosenbaum Communications.